class, welcome to art. Today we're going to be making a mini landform book. Let's get started. For this project you will need white paper, your mini book that we made in the last session, ballpoint pen, glue stick, and colored pencils. We're going to start off with a piece of white paper that is 8.5 by 11. I'm going to fold it in half. Run our finger down to either side. We're going to cut this apart. So I'm going to cut along the line. Set this half aside. Now I'm going to fold this in half. Again, carefully lining everything up. Run your finger down then to either side. We'll do the same thing here. And cut that in half. Next, we're going to take what's left over. We're going to fold this in quarters. So, fold in half and line the top edge up with the fold. Run your finger down, flip it over, line it up, run your finger down, and open it up. And now we're going to cut these pieces apart. Okay, now we may need more, but we're going to just continue. We're going to fold these each in half and cut them apart. So we're making the mini pages for our illustrations. Alright, so I have a list of landforms that I've selected that I want to draw, and I have the prepared paper that we just worked on. Now I've taken one piece of paper and I'm just going to start by illustrating from my list. So I'm going to start off with a canyon, and generally you just want to kind of sketch what you're drawing. And then you want to think about the pen strokes we worked on earlier. What kind of pen strokes do you want to include in this? Now I'm going to have different angles, pen strokes, just to give this a little more interest visually. And you can have different types of pen strokes. I'm creating a canyon, and I want to give it a sense of different rocks and different textures. Now the fun part is making the letters of canyon follow the form. So I'm going to go ahead and write canyon. So that's how I'm going to do canyon. I'm going to kind of fix those letters a little bit. Make them a little sharper, a little clearer. And maybe I'll put a little river coming out of the canyon. And some more rocks. Alright, so there's canyon. Alright, here you can see I'm drawing the volcano. I'm just going to continue through all of the illustrations, drawing using texture and words. Okay, so now you can see that I've illustrated all 10 of the landforms that I chose. The next step is going to be to color them in. So I like to use just regular colored pencils, and you can start just by coloring them in. So I'm going to just work on gently using a little color. It's nice to see the pen underneath. Alright, you can see that I've colored in my landforms. Now I'm going to start gluing them into the book. So here I have my accordion book, and I'm going to glue them onto the pages here. So I'm going to make some space here, and using a scratch paper, I'm going to put glue on the back. And glue them into my book. Trying to center it as close as possible. You can take a piece of scrap paper to rub it, press it. Okay, so there's one. I've made an illustration for my landform book. I made landforms look like letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that illustration in the center of the book on the cover. Make sure I'm putting it on right. Put it in the center. Press. Take a little piece of paper, rub it down, and okay, here's the finished landform book. And open it up. You can see my illustrations. Here's my title page. I wrote by Ingrid, and look at all the illustrations. Hope you enjoyed this project.